So this is like my second thought or wait, but so in middle school, I didn't listen to a lot of music. I listened to the same bands. So there was let's see, Chord Issues. It's a big album. I listened to a lot, and then yeah, I guess New Found Glory, but but the major thing that I listened to over and over was the Matrix soundtrack. One of which was "Wake Up" by Rage Against the Machine, and I would always fascinate about being Neo and that song happening, and that's where I realized I fantasized a little too much. But and also I listened to Rage Against the Machine in middle school. I listened to all of their albums, and after that it became very I listened to them so much I got sick of them, and I hate that I got sick of them because they're very political. If you don't know that, and being in middle school, I just liked that they were anti something. I didn't understand what, but getting older I was like, fuck, I could have enjoyed it more if I understood what they were singing about. But that's one thing. But wait, so almost 2 weeks ago my grandmother passed away. And last Wednesday was the wake and the funeral. And I have a lot of anxiety and personality issues. So dealing with death has been, it's not bad, it's just different. My aunt passed away when I was 16, but a lot of that I pushed out of my head. Because when it comes to very traumatic things, when it comes to either death or just very stressful times in my life, in college, after I go over this episode, I just kind of push it out of my head. So how to handle death was very not new, but it was how do I do this? It was my mother's mother, and she was in a home. She was very codependent and very, how should I say, not to an asshole. She would cause my parents a lot of stress to take care of her, whether it was, based on necessity or not. But to me, the ending of her life was good for me in a way that my parents received this sort of release of stress, and I felt more for my parents than I did for the actual tragedy of my grandmother passing. And it's been hard to cope with that because I feel like such a fucking asshole, not to feel bad about my grandmother. But the best way that I deal with it, though, is humor. I do stand-up reading and whatnot, but I don't know how else to deal with it. I'm there for my mother, but I just want to be funny. I want to be there for her, but I want the relationship that we have to be strong like it always is, but still as goofy. My mom, she's also dark in her humor, and I really wanted that not to go away during the time in which I was there for her. So, I had been going through a lot of writer's block. So when she had passed, a lot of this motivation to write more kind of surfaced, and it was very odd because it was shouldn't I be mourning? Shouldn't I be in this mode where I'm not focusing on myself? I should be there for my friends and my family, which I was, but a lot of stuff started sparking, and I was writing a lot more. And with my mom, I was just joking around, and she was going dress shopping for her, and she was telling me stories about the clerk not knowing how to, my aunt would walk in and say, what's the occasion? We're like, they're still not sure how the word is. We're like, retirement, I guess. We're like, yeah, sort of. But it was just like that stuff. Like that was my mother, and humor was the only thing that I could help sort of keep my family together, at least in my terms. So the wake was really weird, and all I could do was just be there for my family and provide comic relief, while others were giving their eulogies and saying their awesome poetry, which I'm not good at. But, yeah, that's my story, and I'm proud of it. Thank you.